Now before we start with anything, I'm just gonna assume you know what RollerCoaster Tycoon is. If you don't, why are you watching this video then? Just recently, RollerCoaster Tycoon has turned 20 years old, which would be a big celebration if RollerCoaster Tycoon World did not exist. As always, you can always go back to the original trilogy, which has always been a fun time. And you got recent games such as Planet Coaster and Parkitect. I just recommend avoiding anything after that. Alright, let's get into the game. Now the first thing I did was, of course, build pathways. You gotta start off from somewhere. Once I did this, I installed a Ferris wheel, along with bumper cars, and of course a wooden roller coaster, which I ended up naming Abstraction. At this point, I thought of a good name for my park. Six Flags Great Landings. I then attempted to place fences, but that was pretty challenging, so I just did this. I next installed a mini roller coaster because, why not? It just took forever because half the time the trains don't make it up the hill. I then installed Enterprise and a couple of other things. And that's when I finally opened my park to the public. This right here is the start of our great adventure. After about 10 minutes or so, I start installing another roller coaster, Corkscrew. It is way too powerful, it'll probably kill somebody. So in its replacement, I installed a Wild Mouse, which about took 20 or so minutes to build, because it did go off the track. After some reprofiling, I was able to build a pathway to get guests onto Wild Mouse. Next, I built some more pathways for expansion purposes. I then attempted to try to build a steel looping roller coaster, however the test came back negative, so in its place, we installed a drop tower. And on the pathway on the exit, we installed Motion Simulator. I then attempted to do a reverse freefall coaster, but it took me some difficulty, so instead I just used a preset. I then installed Top Spin and tried to work on a new roller coaster. This time it was a mine train, and it was able to actually get through the course without having someone losing their head. I then installed a preset maze and tried to do some landscaping right next to the reverse freefall coaster. I then tried to do a new roller coaster, Dinghy Slide. It went right over the lake in the center of the map, and it looks pretty solid if you ask me. So again, after constructing some new pathways, we can get guests to ride on Dinghy Slide. I then worked on a junior roller coaster, which was actually pretty fun, surprisingly. I then installed a 3D cinema, and again, I was working on another roller coaster. But at this point, before I was able to finish, I ended up losing the scenario. In my anger, I ended up exploding almost 50% of the guests. After that little incident, I started building a go-kart track, and the guests flocked to it. And then I built another roller coaster. And then I did some actually good landscaping, all for a pirate ship. And then I built an inverted impulse coaster. After that, I built a bobsled coaster, which had some issues while being constructed. After that, I started building a wooden roller coaster, scrapped it, built another roller coaster, scrapped it, until I made one that literally goes through the drop tower. Now, for the thing that's incredibly obvious and will be in every single RollerCoaster Tycoon video.